What's going on, YouTube, social media world? What's happening? I'm going to take some time to talk about a couple things in the cryptocurrency market and space. Some things I'd like to highlight. It may be important. First, like, subscribe to the channel, share with a friend, leave a comment, and let's get right into it. Or not leave a comment, but either way, let's get right into it. I've been talking about this contract that's written on the Ethereum blockchain, Ethereumgold, and it's been doing quite well within the last week and a half. Again, these things are cyclical in nature. This is not an event that has occurred every week or all the time. It's been sporadic. Okay, there's been breaks within months, right? In between cycles, you have like 6 to 8 month span, so to speak. But right now the contract is looking good. The volume is up. It's quite active. The community is growing, and that's a great thing. Awareness, I hope, continues to spread so that people learn about Ethereum, learn about this contract specifically, and how a person, if they choose to use this contract, can stake Ethereum before the actual platform launches 2.0. How about that? That's intense. So I was looking at the price of this coin as of right now, as of this recording. Down here it says it's 0.010257 ETH, which is roughly $2.40 USDT for one gold token. This price, it's steadily increased within the past week and a half due to the heavy activity that's been taking place in this contract, due to the influx of ETH that's been coming in, and the ETH that's been going out, and the price of ETH also increasing. Right now ETH retraced a little bit, but I'm looking at this price, and the price of P3D, which I'll include in this video, 0.01164 ETH for one P3D token. P3D is a contract that was launched prior to this one, and the same model, same thing, but right now their contract is on a decline, and they've been on a decline for quite some time. Now let me just show you this. So this is what I was talking about. The price up here, it's for one P3D token, it's about 0.01162 for one P3D. So comparing that with Ethereumgold, it's going to cost slightly more for one P3D versus gold token, right? The amount of ETH in the P3D contract, 7,770.76 Ethereum as of this recording. The amount of ETH in Gandhiji, let me see if I can right now in Gandhiji is 4744.679. Let's get it. If you look at this chart, this is the P3D chart that you're watching. If you look at this chart, this contract began to explode 2 years ago. Starting July 20th, 2018, when it started to rise. There you go, dipped a little bit, but it rose, dipped a little bit, rose, dipped slightly, and then magic was happening. Magic to the point where it reached 85,301 ETH at one point. I mean, that's what was tabulated in this chart, 85,301 ETH. So within a 7-day span, right, from July 20th back here, around here, it rose 7 days. Within 7 days, so it rose from, let's say, 7,900 ETH to about 85k ETH. During this time, this was when FOMO 3D long contract was launched. Incredible. But this only lasted 7 days. And then it started to decline all the way to where it's at today. It hasn't reached its all-time high to date. It hasn't reached it again. Perhaps it will, but it hasn't. Comparing that to our illustrious Ethereumgold, you have Thursday, June 11th. Started to rise. Over, today is the 24th. Over the past 13 days, it hasn't shot up like P3D within a 7-day period, but this contract gradually increased within a 13-day period with the same model. It did not introduce any game theory or any extra application. Nothing has changed. You know, nothing was added. Like in P3D, you had FOMO 3D as a second layer that was added to the contract that increased the fanfare, the hype. That's why people got into it, and it was great. It was great. Could you imagine the amount of dividends that this contract distributed, right? But it was a shorter period of time, and it hasn't recovered since. Just hasn't recovered. It hasn't recovered. It's down to about 7,700 ETH. So the potential here, I mean, mind you, again, the community in this project is growing. You know, people are understanding now how hourglass contracts work. Folks like myself who, you know, did interact with P3D, enjoyed it. Since then, I've been interacting with Ethereumgold, and it's just been a lovely situation. So at some point, this contract will retrace, but it really doesn't matter because dividends will still be distributed as long as you hold on to your Ethereumgold tokens. All right. It's interesting how now people in the cryptocurrency space have been talking about DeFi. DeFi is the craze right now. It's the hype right now when you're talking about projects like Compound and Crypto.com and BlockFi and Celsius Network that are issuing DeFi products to individuals who want to, interact with crypto, issue loans, and earn some type of percentage on their crypto. And there's all types of different loans, even flash loans, all kinds of different things going on, and they're introducing staking. The thing that I find that's so it's unique. Well, this reminds me of the ICO boom that took place in 2017, right? 3 years ago in 2017, around this time period was when the bull market started. Around late May, early June, when BTC prices were hovering around $2,000, $2,500, stemming from the beginning of the year where it was about $1,000 at the time. This propelled the ICO craze added to the bull market. The DeFi, this sentiment now with companies, issuing DeFi, and the craziest part about all of this is they're doing these things using the Ethereum blockchain. They're writing contracts, they're building on top of the Ethereum blockchain network to issue these loans, these decentralized finance loans. It's a phenomenon that's taking place that people are saying will add to the value of Ethereum in the long run. Now you have major players that are also in the runnings to become a huge competitor to Ethereum. And since then, even back in 2017, we had EOS. That was, some people called it Ethereum on steroids. They were supposed to, topple Ethereum. You had a bunch of different projects like, Cardano was professing to topple Ethereum. What else? EOS, Cardano, Tron, Neo, these different blockchains, even I think IOTA, and there was a bunch of different blockchains that were coming out back then that are still in existence today. Now they're talking about Zilliqa, which I was also paying attention to, and I have been since 2018 to Zilliqa, because they're trying to also introduce a blockchain that conducts very fast transactions per second and also allow decentralized applications to be built on top of their protocol. They're still in the runnings today. None of them, though, at this point have the potential that Ethereum has, especially with the talks of Ethereum launching 2.0. That remains to be seen. It's taking the developers. Ethereum, they say, has the largest community of developers in crypto. It's taking them a long time to launch Ethereum 2.0, but it doesn't take away from the fact that you have institutions that are partnering with Ethereum, and institutions like folks like JP Chase. You see the funny irony in that with JP Chase, when Jamie Dimon was talking so much smack about Bitcoin, saying it was a scam back in 2017, while the secret tip in Europe, his company was accumulating Bitcoin. And today, now the tune has changed, right? Decentralized finance, decentralized DeFi is the talk. People are bullish on DeFi big time, and that's why they think that Ethereum will even possibly has the potential to even outdo Bitcoin. This is stuff we shall see. This is the information that's out there. There's a great deal of information that's out there, but the reason why I talk about this is because you have over 5,000 cryptocurrencies. This is gambling, and this is just gambling. All these projects, MakerDAO, NEM, all these projects. Poor Doge, the meme coin of all cryptos, right? All these projects here, this is just the top 100 out of 5,000. It's like a shot in the dark. That's why many times back then the heavy hitters were BTC, Ethereum, of course. You had your XRP game. You had even Dash was a contender at that time with the masternodes. I haven't been following Dash too strong, but they were the first with the masternodes. They forked off of Bitcoin. The best privacy token, I think, is Monero. Powerful. You're talking about privacy. So when you're talking about, the competition and things of that nature, as far as DeFi and the other blockchains that are trying to compete and possibly outdo Ethereum, it's interesting because right now we're still in the beginning stages of everything. This is similar to when, you know, how long did it take for people to understand how to use emails? Right? People were so against the internet. The internet has been something that's been in the working since the 70s, but the 90s is when it really, you know, hit the masses, and people still had to learn so much and were afraid and overcome their fears and deal with the fact that this became a reality. To date, it's become our reality. So this is what's going on also with DeFi. DeFi also presents certain risks. We're not going to get into the risks right now, though, you know, as far as what can happen, as far as scaling and vulnerability and just issues, right? You still, with DeFi, the thing that strikes me a little bit strange about DeFi, even though I think it is remarkable how you can, you know, receive a loan off of your own crypto, but there's also third parties involved, Celsius Network, BlockFi, Compound, Crypto.com, and other companies that, you know, they hold your crypto. They're the intermediary between you and creating your loans and stuff like that. With Ethereumgold, you don't have to do that. With Ethereumgold, you don't have to have any third party. With this, you know, it's just what it is. This contract right here is just showing you that you can do all of this already without this DeFi stuff that's going. I mean, it's just weird. Look, everything is not for everybody too. That's another thing. Everything is not for everyone. I'm just talking about, you know, I'm just presenting to you some of the things that's going on in crypto and what's happening with this contract, how it compares to P3D, what it's bringing as far as to the community, involving with learning about crypto, learning about the economics and how these things work, right? There's a learning curve. It's like an infinity symbol. It goes around. What goes up has to come down, and while it's going up and down, it's giving out dividends, right? So it's teaching you how to sort of like structure your financial well-being, and it's also teaching you about yourself. How strong are you? How strong are your hands, right? How long can you hold out? Can you hold on to these tokens so that you can receive these dividends and win in the long term, whatever that means to you, because it's all subjective. Someone's long term can be 6 months, another could be 6 years, or another person long term could be 6 days. It varies, but I think that, you know, this challenges everything about DeFi as well, because not only can you interact directly with the contract and your funds are yours, they're locked into. I mean, it's in the contract, but you have access to it. You understand? You have access to it. You don't have to lock 32 Ethereum, you know, to receive staking rewards that Vitalik Buterin was saying could be like from 10% to 17% a year. This contract for the first 12 months issued 836% versus 10 to 17%. I mean, think about these numbers here. Think about, you know, the 10% that some of these other, DeFi projects are issuing. You know, 10% is, you know, very conservative relative to 836%. It's very conservative, and it's all a lot better than the banks. We can all agree on that. It's all, you know, the returns that these issuance, that even Coinbase, that just changed their whole system with their USDC, where they were offering, I think, above 1% per year on their holdings, anyone who had USDC. In Coinbase, now it's 0.15. Even that insult of an amount is greater than what you can receive at a basic checking account from some bank out here. 0.01, 0.02, that's what the banks are issuing. It's crazy. But look, this topples, this challenges everything that's out there, even this DeFi craze right now. That's going to also spawn, I think, the beginnings of the bull market, the rumblings and everything. And then we have to see what Ethereum does. We have to see, because it's a plane that's flying, that's also building at the same time. Okay, so we have to see what the network does. You know, how can they change from 1.0 to 2.0? What's that shift going to look like, right? We have to see. We have to see what happens. We have to see, because this is all still in its infancy, in its beginning stages. Even though crypto has been in existence for 11 and a half years, this is still in the beginning. We are ahead of the curve. Consider you fortunate if you're watching this video and you're involved with crypto. You're ahead of the curve. Sure, PayPal is doing their thing now, where they're going to be issuing crypto, and you know, Robinhood has already been in the game. But Robinhood, you know, not your keys, not your crypto. Robinhood is you don't buy direct Bitcoin. You know, it's something relative to something that's supposed to replace Bitcoin, but be it in place of Bitcoin. In other words, some paper type of thing. And no, that's not about. When it's about crypto, it's about your private keys. You have an ownership of your keys, or you're trusting a third party to hold your keys. I was watching a podcast the other day where there's a company that helps people reclaim their lost crypto, and they've had a hard time doing that. They're leaders in that space where they help people sort of like locate where their crypto has gone, those cryptos that have been hacked or stolen, you know, but they're having a hard time doing that. You know, they're having a hard time, especially dealing with privacy. You know, like Monero, folks, it's extremely hard to locate Monero, because their thing is obfuscation. Nice word, right? Anyway, getting back to what I was saying. Now, this is leading the way. This is leading the way. This is leading the way. I don't think people understand the magnitude of what this can bring to the space. You know, these guys, these YouTubers that have huge followings. You know, crypto is such a small, like a niche market. You know, people can't. I don't know, man. You have subscribers that have 100,000, 200, 300,000 subscribers. They should be talking about this, man. What's up, Data Dash? What's up, Altcoin Daily? What's up, you guys that's out there? Crypto, Omar Bam, what's good? Y'all need to really take a look at this right here, man. Y'all need to really take a look at this right here, man. Word, like these guys gotta think. Look, man, this right here, what you will make your viewers enlightened. I should say that. It's not financial advice, but you will enlighten your viewers about this. Yeah, it's zero sum. This is a zero sum type of contract, but it's doing very well. When people talk about zero sum, it implies that, you know, someone always loses. But the craziest thing about it is, no matter when you get involved into this contract, it's never late. It's never too late. You instantly earn dividends due to the volume and the inner workings that's going on. People buying, people selling, people reinvesting, withdrawing. This constant movement. Even when there are no peak cycles, when things are relatively calm, dividends are still being doled out. Maybe not to the magnitude of when the contract is on an incline steadily like it is now, but it's still giving out dividends, even in slow periods. It is what it is. It just is. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. Listen, folks, the choice is always up to you. Do your own research, your own due diligence. Take it from there. Crypto Wonder, I am out.